What goes up must come down, conquering the cycle of panic. We all have anxiety provoking situations, situations that sometimes make us so uncomfortable that we go to great lengths to limit or avoid such situations or endure it with distress. Regardless of what situation we're in or what makes us anxious, the key is this: it doesn't feel comfortable. And many times we feel cautious of trying to avoid or detour situations instead of enjoy life. This becomes problematic in our lives. And it's important for us to recognize that instead of avoiding situations that make us anxious, we need to trust that our body will give us the skill set to become more comfortable and able to manage situations with anxiety instead of put us in a place of harm and danger. Our bodies are meant for survival. We constantly work to work through things. If I throw you in water, you'll do everything in your power to swim before you sink. If I give you fish that is bad, your body will do everything to eliminate the poisons from that, bad food instead of you getting sick and dying. We need to recognize that our body is meant for survival. And so many times what situations or symptoms increase in intensity also decrease and get easier. What does go up does come down. It's just hard for us because sometimes we eliminate or we escape a situation when our symptoms start to increase. I want to challenge you today to start looking at your anxieties provoking situations and notice, what do you bring into play that helps you calm your symptoms on a physiological front? What do you bring in play that helps you allow you to manage the thoughts that tell you to escape and get out of a situation than to stay there and ride it out? That's right. Whatever makes you anxious, you do need to choose to stay and ride out the feelings of anxiety. You need to allow yourself to also learn that you can master situations that make you anxious by learning to repeat the experience over and over until you're bored by it. Did you hear that correctly? Whatever makes you anxious, you want to challenge yourself to get bored by it. And the only way to do that is repetition. The more you do something, the stronger it gets. Not stronger in anxiety, meaning stronger in your ability to handle it, manage it, work through it. Whatever makes you anxious, let's intentionally repeat it over and over like an exposure, and do it to a point where you become bored by it. When you're bored by it, there's no anxiety-provoking thoughts, and the intensity of your physiological symptoms feel manageable. Allow yourself to understand that overcoming anxiety is usually done through exposure therapy. As a psychologist, the goal of exposure therapy with me and my clients is to help them learn that their limitation of anxieties are sometimes escaping at a time that you start feeling your symptoms increase, and that your job is to replace negative thoughts and experiences with ones that build confidence. How do you build confidence? Repetition. You tie your shoelace every day and you become a master at it, that you can do it with closing your eyes. You want to become a lean, mean dating machine? Do it every day. You want to become good at public speaking? Get a job or start choosing events and meetings that you can speak up in, or even join Toastmasters. Learn that every good healing approach comes with some exposure therapy. Each of us have grown and become masters at our lives through repetition. And so when it comes to being anxious, choose to stay in the situation, ride out the discomfort, and trust your body. As your body is always meant for survival, it will try to help you do everything to survive a situation, then stay stuck in it. Take it slow and easy, but understand that you can do this. I need you to understand with exposure therapy, there are 3 simple and clear rules. Take it slow and easy. Slow and steady wins a race. And also, you want to allow yourself to repeat situations. Do them over and over and over again. And the 3rd rule, you want to at least stay in anxiety-provoking situations for 15 minutes. You want to ride out the anxiety, then stay stuck in it. Try your best to do repetition 3 to 4 times a week. The more you do it, the better you get it, just like exercising a muscle. The muscle grows as you exercise it. Recognize you can regain confidence in your anxiety. Let's take a moment now and have a mindful moment where we breathe, focus on yourself, and allow yourself to sit with thoughts right now of reminding yourself that whatever goes up in symptoms does come down when you give yourself the ability to breathe, pause and reflect, challenge your thoughts, and compose yourself to realize that life only gives me what I can handle. I'm going to trust my body to ride out symptoms that are increasing and stabilize and come back down in intensity. Let's take a moment right now and breathe. Take a deep inhale in and exhale. And another deep inhale in and exhale. And in the silence, allow yourself to focus on your breath, composing yourself, becoming more and more secure in your ability to conquer symptoms versus giving into them and escape. Let's sit with yourself right now. Take baby steps now to regain confidence and remind yourself that I can choose to be confident. I can choose to master my anxiety-provoking situations and make your faith in your ability to conquer and handle things bigger than your fear and self-doubt. Let's take a couple of breaths and inhale and exhale. Allow yourself to sit in this mindful moment in silence, and I'll bring you back in a minute. Gently allow yourself to come back. And let's remind ourselves again, today's mindful moment in meditation was about conquering your feared experiences, your anxiety-provoking situations. Always remember to take baby steps and gain confidence. Slow, steady, incremental exposures to your feared situations will always allow you to win the day. Stay in your exposure environment for at least 15 minutes at a time. Allow yourself to create positive memories of being able to ride out anxiety-provoking situations. Build that new muscle. Enter into your exposure environment or experience at least 3 to 5 times a week. The more you exercise your muscles, the stronger it becomes. The more you practice being in situations that make you anxious, you do learn to overcome them. And always remember to make your faith of your ability to conquer and handle situations bigger than your fear. Seek professional help if you need that support to do exposure therapy, as it is effective and allows you to feel confident instead of hopeless, and teaches you ways to practically reduce feeling overwhelmed by your anxiety. Trust yourself, and I challenge you today to take certain situations that you shy away from and consciously make an effort to do exposure and gain confidence. Make yourself a higher, better version of you by choosing to be in situations and ride out your anxiety versus escape and fear them.